Joining us now, one of my favorite actors, Adam Baldwin, and one of your favorite actors, too. Of course, you remember him from the long-running NBC series Chuck, and he's got a brand-new series coming out, premiering this Sunday, the 22nd on TNT. It's called The Last Ship. Adam Baldwin, thanks for joining us here on WMAL.
Thanks, Larry. I really appreciate you having me aboard.
Well, I saw a lot of pictures from that. You guys did a big, splashy premiere here in the nation's capital, and it looked like it was a banquet for the U.S. Navy. Clearly, this is a pretty heavy military show you've got.
Well, the U.S. Navy has been very kind and accommodating to our production. They believe in our show. They've lent technical advisors to us for the entire show, and they couldn't be more pleased. They really love the premiere, and if anyone's in Washington, D.C. and wants to stop by the Newseum, which I guess is the Museum of Journalism.
Yeah, the news media, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic facility.
Oh, yeah, it is great, and that's where you did the premiere, of course. And, well, let's talk about the show. It's called The Last Ship. You already said it's got a big military, naval influence. What happens on The Last Ship?
Well, the premise of the show is to stay alive, find the cure, save the world. And we're saving the world from a virus that has infected 80% of humanity. It's an apocalyptic action-adventure set aboard a Navy-guided missile destroyer, and the crew on board has to figure out a way to maintain order, civil society, discipline through this catastrophic event.
So it is a military drama in that you're set on the ship and you've got, military protocols and weapons and things like that, but it's also sort of a science fiction. Is it set in the future?
It's near future. The designation on our ship, the USS Nathan James, is DDG 151.
Ah, okay.
151. So it's near future. Believe the Navy is set to build out to that ship designation.
And talk to me about, well, given that it's in the future, are there some pretty cool futuristic weapons that you get to play with too, or are they pretty much based in the reality of the weapons we've got now?
Yeah, it's still near future. We still have ballistic weaponry and not too many lasers or laser-mounted sharks or anything like that. It's all pretty much modern weaponry.
Well, the response so far that I've seen is pretty cool, and I got to tell you, I was just in New York last week, and you guys, the marketing and advertising, TNT clearly has a lot of faith in this product. It must be kind of cool to see your show promoted the way that it is.
Very much so. The promotions department at TNT and all the way up to the very top, they love this show, they believe in this show, and they're in sync with the vision of Michael Bay. And to have a bona fide television star in Eric Dane as our lead is really something I'm just so honored and proud to be swept along in his wake and to support that man.
So Eric Dane, people, all the women out there know exactly who we're talking about. That's Dr. McSteamy from that TV series. What was that TV show? That was what was it?
Grey's Anatomy.
There you go. Thank you, Grey's Anatomy. And he plays the captain of the ship, but you are you're the second in command. You're the XO.
The executive officer, yes, and my role on board is to be a sounding board, a devil's advocate in some aspects, a peer among peers in the command structure. However, the last final word is always the captain's. But I'm there to challenge him when they're just to make sure he knows and is clear in his mind that the orders he's giving are finalized.
Adam, our guest is Adam Baldwin, talking about his new show that starts this Sunday on TNT, The Last Ship. And, you look at your resume, you seem to be called upon to play a lot of roles in the military or in the CIA, as it was with Chuck. And I know you personally. Anyone who follows you on Twitter at Adam Baldwin, they know that you're a true patriot. You love this country. You're a huge supporter of the military. Does that put an extra burden of responsibility on you when you play a part like this?
Well, I'm always humbled to be in and amongst our U.S. military. They provide us the freedom and the opportunity to do what we do, which is be entertainers and to live our lives in security. And I would hope that what I portray is a near facsimile. And from what I understand, the Navy is loving what they're seeing, and from across the board, we have young actors on the show, newcomers. A guy named Travis Van Winkle is going to be a breakout star on this show, and Charles Parnell and Marissa Knightling, and there are just many people that I'm just so honored and proud to be a part of. Rona Mitra is our female lead, and she's dynamic and strong and powerful and smart and sexy and all that stuff. So
all right. I'll TiVo it for crying. I can't watch it live because I got to wake up early in the morning, but I'll make sure I DVR it. It's The Last Ship on TNT this Sunday. And one last, Adam, I think there's a perception out there that Hollywood, most actors in Hollywood don't have the same kind of patriotic zeal that you have. But I've heard you say before in interviews that the American public would actually be surprised that there is a real strain of patriotism and love for the military in many facets of the entertainment industry. Do you still find that to be true?
Absolutely, 100%. There are certainly activists who are have a big microphone that a lot of people disagree with, and they're fair game. But most people in Hollywood, they're smart, they're talented, they want to work hard, they put their nose to the grindstone, they're raising families, and it's really, you just have to be nice and responsible and a professional at work. That's really important. And Hollywood is like any business, about making money, the bottom line. And if you can deliver the goods, you're going to continue to work.
Well, and
just don't be a jerk at work.
Don't be a jerk at work is good rules to live by, I think, in any profession. Well, listen, it's interesting to me that you've got, obviously, this is a series, The Last Ship, that is going to be really positive and portray the military in a very respectful way. The film Godzilla that just came out, same thing. I mean, that was one of the most pro-military movies I've seen in a long time. It seems like as long as the enemy is, a monster, or in this case, an apocalyptic virus, the military can really shine in some of these scripts, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not. I mean, our episode 2 is entitled "Welcome to Gitmo," so we visit there.
Oh, all right. I'm looking forward to that. So you do incorporate some domestic enemies as well.
We do step off board ship. I'm at liberty to say that, and we do run into some bad guys out there. You bet.
All right. Looking forward to it. Adam Baldwin, I know that you have a busy promotional schedule, so I appreciate you carving out some time for us here in the nation's capital on WMAL, and congratulations on the premiere this Sunday.
Thanks, Larry. God bless.